Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are for the ZOTAC Finals. This is Game 3 in this best of 5. This is Rifkin Upcasting with Bad Fat Panda. We got two of the best damn Terrans I've ever seen in my life playing in this matchup, Panda. Who do we have spawning where?
In the bottom left-hand corner of this giant map labeled as medium by Blizzard is CMStorm.Polt spawning as the red Terran.
And his opponent in the upper right, playing for Quantic. He's blue. It's Apocalypse. And I don't know about you. Did you ever watch the X-Men or read the comics or anything growing up?
Read the comics, watched the movies, did watch the TV show.
Well, I can't get out of my mind. Every time I read Apocalypse's name, when he's blue especially, I just can't help but think of the X-Men villain, man. I just can't.
Yes.
It kills me. And, like, it's the scary villain that he's I don't know. I almost, it's cheesy as this is to say, he's kind of embodying him today.
Not as much as Turducken, though. That confused the ever-living hell out of me, and I hope I will never have to cast a match of his again. I don't think I can get over it.
I did say to him, like, I said Introduction, I hope he comes back for more, because he played really well.
Oh, totally. Absolutely. I agree. I just hope I'm not casting.
Yeah.
Because I will call him Turducken until the end of time. I don't think I can get that out of my head.
Well, you know, it's a barcode. People don't know that's not his name.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, get a real account, sucker. But we'll see if this game, I don't imagine we'll have Crazy Reapers again. I just can't see that happening twice in a row.
Especially on this map, like, despite the fact that this is freaking huge, because this is freaking huge, Reapers can traverse the distance very fast, but by the time you get to your opponent's base, regardless, they already have tech on you. So if your opponent goes for Hellions, and you're caught with your pants down after Reaper opening, the Hellions will absolutely destroy your base as long as you don't have a bunker up. And Polt actually taking advantage of this fact, going for a CC first. His opponent's getting gas, so this will be reacted Hellions, which I love on this map.
I am doing something weird with the camera, guys. This isn't on purpose. This is the keys being stuck, so hopefully this... No. Put your camera on mine. Do you see what's happening right now?
Alright, wait. I'm looking at it now. That's really... No, that's happened to me a couple times.
I'm hoping it stops as soon as I get to the lower left corner of the map. Hang on, maybe tabbing out will fix this. Hang on. Yeah, okay, that fixed it. Great. Excellent. I don't even... This is just not the day.
The best part was where it was in the map, too. Like...
Just...
If that was happening in somebody's base, like, you wouldn't really think twice about it for a couple seconds. No, that's just like, alright.
Well, because it started in Apocalypse's base and went all the way to the bottom.
Oh, that's really funny.
But okay, sorry about that, guys. Looks like it's fixed for the time being.
Oh no, this is actually going to be a drop play here. I think this is even going to be Hellbat drop. This is a very weird build choice for the map.
It's also not something so... what's the phrase? Like, it's not uncommon to do this, but it's easy enough to hold off if you see it coming, but if you don't, and it's too late even by a second, suddenly you're going to lose a lot of SCVs.
Yeah, and despite the boost, this map it actually takes a fair amount of time for the medevac to get from point A to point B, especially in cross positions like this, which Apocalypse will now scout with a Hellion. Saving it though, nice reaction time. And he does have a couple Widow Mines going on the offensive as well. No, wait. Attack pushes are like...
Whoa.
So uncommon on this map. Are you lagging too?
No, just getting that from you, man. Seems fine now, though. Seems fine now, though. I don't know. Okay, well, Bam Fam Panda left.
I already ulted.
Just pop up in the stream. We're not running.
I'll watch the stream.
Yeah. So hopefully this will go okay for you guys, but right now, Polt, I mean, the way he's setting up, it's not bad. I mean, we've got the Banshee coming out of Apocalypse that does get scouted, but the Tech Lab faking out the Caduceus reactor. He thinks stealth's coming, so we have actually the cancellation of the Banshee, and we have a Raven coming out next. Yeah. This is really cool. I like this. But this sort of ragtag of things in the medevac.
See how he incorporates it in this push. Yeah, that's kind of Apocalypse signature, man. He throws everything in the kitchen sink into his first medevac, and it ends up working out for him 9 times out of 10.
Okay, what am I going to burrow in the bag? We'll zone out and actually get him a supply depot kill, at the very least. And a supply depot kill is nothing to scoff at. It's actually quite nice. but he's
Yeah.
really limited on what he can do with his drop aside of this. And
Unfortunately, with the Widowmine and Polt in position, he can't like progress his Widowmine any further without fear of it actually dying too. So
Yeah.
now he's just kind of stuck.
well, even if he just picks off 2 supply depots and lifts out, I think this was a worthwhile drop.
Yeah, I mean, because Polt has to put the Mac in those same positions. Because you really want those to be able to get vision for your opponent's drops.
Oh,
If
jeez.
he drops in the natural now and boosts, that would be awesome. Because I think Polt like actually removed all of his forces there.
I just realized how far behind Apocalypse is. This.
Oh yeah, that was an all-in, man. That was the weirdest all-in I think I've ever seen in a TVT, and I've seen some weird-ass all-ins.
Well, I mean, one big advantage is he does have the Raven going for him. Now, unfortunately, the Raven Point Fence Drone not going to be really utilized against anything currently on the field, but the Seeker Missile, the auto turrets, lots of good things come out of a Raven.
Yes. Awkward phrasing, but I completely agree.
Yeah,
In
sorry,
every
I
sense.
was trying to think,
No, that's
like,
cool.
on the go, I'm like, well, it's got
Yeah,
goodies, it's got a lot of cool spells, but... Yay! Harry Potter.
Oh my god. And Polt actually going for third base.
Polt has scanned Apocalypse 4 times now.
He needs to, man.
Yeah,
The first scan, that's the most what the F scan.
because it found, like, a Banshee with Cloak
I
that
don't
never
even know
came
what
on
I
the
would
field.
think. Yeah, I don't know what I would think if I scanned a Terran opponent on Whirlwind and saw that.
Well, you know what? This is going to work quite nicely. The SVs are here, but there's 2 tanks.
Yeah.
He's got optimized 2 through that Raven, not to mention any sort of... If there were Vikings, Point Fence Drone wins him the air battle. If he wants to throw down the Secret Missile, wins him everything else too.
Oh, and he actually takes out the Widowmine.
Oh, Secret Missile going on the SCV! Does get pulled away, microed away just in time,
Yeah.
but it's enough to push up now.
SCVs are a little bit too fast for that, but
The
using
Vikings landed, they're going to try and take out these tanks. Polt's going to not be able to hold this unless he pulls his SCVs right now.
the second tank is getting sieged up, but
But the bunker's complete
Apocalypse
now.
has too many Marines.
But the bunker completed, and right now Apocalypse can't afford to lose all this. That's not even it though. Is the thing he did a lot of damage there. He's totally still in this
Yeah,
game.
he did. He killed so many workers. Take a look at the workers killed tab.
18, and now
Oh
he
my God,
actually
he's
has
killed
Banshees.
Banshees coming behind this.
Yeah, he actually has it. So he faked it out earlier, and now they're actually
Yeah.
on the way. And Polt actually, he's got turrets up at home, but I mean he's gonna be hard pressed to really deal with these Banshees.
This is a crazy series, man.
This is a crazy build. I mean, this is almost something you would hear from Day 9 and Apollo. Like, okay, you fake out Cloak Banshees, right? And then you make Cloak Banshees. Mind games.
This is like some Masters player just going out and having this like, I'm just gonna do this is my freestyle Masters play with like someone with good mechanics. That's basically what's happening.
You know, I can't wait to give someone this Take Command series, Panda, because that's going to be a weird one for someone to try and come out of. But Polt again with an
Yeah,
empty
totally.
medevac, just scouting around with it. Trying the
Here comes
attention on it,
Banshees.
actually.
Let's be a student. I like this like just empty medevac play by Polt.
I'm wondering...
Oh, nice scan.
I'm thinking that that's on
trying to-
purpose now, too. The empty medevacs.
Avoid detection. Yeah, oh yeah, totally. I think the first one was not intentional at all, but the one in the series, yeah, totally. Or in this game. Nice pickup by Polt. And now all of a sudden, we switch. It is now a 10-worker lead for a blue turn player instead
Yeah,
of
who
Polt.
started off so weirdly behind, but that's what's so great about going so balls to the wall the way he did. I mean, it did so much damage. As Viking tailing around the Banshee. I mean, he hasn't got too many kills on it, sadly. There's a lot of really well-placed turrets around the map, so... I mean, Polt is able to fend this off with very little effort. He's taking very minimal losses as well, and this is kind of a big investment from Apocalypse. Oh, but... Oh, just barely doesn't get out of range of the Viking. It's like some Hunger Games
That
stuff,
was
man.
damn close.
But okay, relatively even supply. Apocalypse, though, suffering in the army ever so slightly, just because of his worker lead, but still, not that big of a deal. Positionally, I mean, you get some good tanks. He's got the Banshee. I mean, Polt's actually not going to be able... He's going for this really strong Marine tank composition, which is great for the time being, but... I mean, the addition of a Banshee cloaking on top of tanks, all you gotta do is pick off one and
Oh,
suddenly
yeah.
you can push.
Air dominance isn't something that's been touched this series at like without Apocalypse going for mech. So in a Marine tank versus Marine tank scenario, if he keeps the Banshee alive, because he doesn't have the tech level on the starport anymore, but as long as he keeps the Banshee alive, he's going to be in such a good position come those really positional battles. Unfortunately, the one thing for him is like the map is so big and the engagement areas are so open that Polt can try and traverse it with Marines instead of just like getting fed up and sieging his tanks back little by little into the Marines coverage.
Oh dear. The Banshee gets sniped off so quickly.
It did. That was a good scan by Polt.
And Apocalypse kind of locked into his own base now. That is in range? Are you kidding me? That is such a good spot there for Polt to be in. And right now Apocalypse needs to snipe off that medevac but can't. Oh, that sucks, Panda.
This is the Viking that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, you need them. I mean, one Viking. He can't afford to cut
Puma?
production for it, but...
You can say what you want about him recently, but Puma brought this to TVT in biotank play, and it should never have left. Just make a single freaking Viking, man, the Puma Viking.
Yeah, I mean, it slowly will chip away at the medevac, but I mean, that one Viking could have saved the refinery, would have kept gas mining going on, and driven this off much sooner, but... This is actually looking pretty good for Polt. He's been the aggressor this time by a significant margin, but as we saw last time, that doesn't mean you're going to win the game.
Yeah. His opponent's on the back foot now, and it's very difficult to come back on this map.
Yeah, Polt just posturing away. If we're gonna, like, I kind of feel like what we'll do is we'll have Polt poke and poke
I
and
don't know,
poke.
I'm interested to see the player's fourth timing.
Yeah, oh man, there's actually not a lot of support for these tanks. Polt could just move in here. Oh, look at that spread. He is going to push in. Actually, you know, he's just going to get slaughtered is what he's going to do. What is happening here, Panda? A sloppy engagement picks off a couple tanks, but that was not worth it at all.
That was a horrific engagement. There was no... He scanned, too. I mean, it's not like he went in blind. He lost all but like a handful of Marines, ended up getting 2 tanks in return. And what does Polt have at home to defend against this counterattack?
Well, he's got upgrades, 2-1 in his favor versus 1-1, but that's not going to be enough.
And it's not going to last for long, too. This single tank,
lifting up immediately, canceling. Look at that. Polt just saying, yeah, I know how this is going to go.
Yeah.
And he'll retain the command center. Oh, maybe not. No, definitely not.
And
oh my god.
It's going to get canceled in the process, too. Meanwhile, in a series of back and forth exchanges, if anything could rival that Jockshi versus Polt series, this is it.
Yeah, this is a lot of aggression combined with counter-aggression. And Polt losing his third, that really sucks. I mean,
Polt does have a stronger tank count, and he does have a stronger army at the moment, but he doesn't have it all together in one place.
But his tanks are picked off here.
Oh no.
2 remain, one last single, 1 tank remain. Sorry, 2 tanks remain. But either way, this is not a position he wants to be in. This allows Apocalypse to just abuse the northern part of the map.
Really, really well played thus far by Apocalypse. He was in a horrific situation, and he ended up coming back.
And then Polt came back, and then Apocalypse came back again. Like, this is what makes TVT so great.
I think this map is, despite the fact that it's also that like the halfway point in the series, it's really kind of a pivot too, because you gain a huge amount of momentum from winning this map in a TVT.
Yeah.
It's really tiring and it's really difficult to like go toe to toe against a player of a similar caliber on Whirlwind.
Man, that sensor tower gives so much information.
Yeah.
Polt trying to get his air barge overlord wannabe here.
How many medevacs does he have on the field right now?
He currently has 12, but we got 2 big drops coming down here to the third base of Polt, and not third base, rather, the natural base. Third base does not exist. Well, at least in a northern spot, I should say. Yeah, Polt's got a lot more army retention, but these medevacs, of course, they don't do damage. But either way, he's just going to power through. There's too many Marines. This is watching, like, Marine Wars, the custom map.
Oh my gosh.
And he's trading Marines for tanks every single time, and that's worth it every single time, but going to be caught a little bit off guard from behind. Sensor Tower will pick this up, but perhaps a little too late. The command center going to go down once more. So will a lot of SCVs. An Apocalypse doing a lot of damage in the third, just annihilating everything. Meanwhile, Polt pushing across the field. 53 workers! Oh my
if
God.
Apocalypse manages to hold this push, the game is over.
Panda.
All he needs to do is hold.
Panda, there is 53 workers killed off at this point. And the really scary thing for Polt is he's got too many medevacs, I feel. This is not really contributing to his army anymore.
26 workers on the field for Polt.
Yeah, this is not looking very good. He's got to kill his opponent's third base, so that's pretty much it. In fact, the drop point, the natural, it's going to get cleaned up, but he's still doing a lot more damage, cutting off more reinforcements that Polt wants to have already across the field. And Apocalypse is not willing to just give a single hole in his army. Constantly moving, constantly reacting.
Yeah. He knows. At this point, it's really kind of the...
I mean, the resources lost at this point are very even, but that lack of a third base for Polt prevents any sort of reinforcements. Yeah. It's like mortal striking his opponent. Hoi hoi. But okay, we got...
I mean, this disparity that you're seeing in the supply tab is mostly workers, so as long as Apocalypse can continue killing his opponent's tanks,
GG.
he's in such a good spot in this game. That was really sick.